Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. Another Tiny Tuesday. We're rocking out another little tiny in our journal. Gonna do a little watercolor, I think. That's kind of my plan. I just decided to pull out my watercolors. I should tell you first, I did prime these 2 pages with some excuse me, some clear gesso, just to kind of seal the pages a little bit. I don't know if it was a good idea or not, but you know what? I was worried about some bleed through happening on this side, especially since we have this, so it's kind of protecting that little page a little bit. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I need to grab my little clampies, I think, to hold our page open. So let me grab those quick. Hope you guys are having a great day. I kind of out of sorts today, I gotta say. And so that's why I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a tiny, because sometimes just doing a tiny is all I need to just kind of center myself, feel a little bit better about everything, and kind of get rocking and rolling a little bit, you know? So I'm gonna kind of just clamp this around some of these pages. That's pretty good. Now we'll zoom in just a tiny bit. I don't exactly know where we're going with this, but here we are. So these are this is my watercolor palette. I spritzed it with some water to activate it. That's the brand. I'm honestly not quite sure where I got them from, to be perfectly honest. But they're like metallics, and I think they're really pretty. I don't use watercolor very much. Make sure I'm in the center here. But I kind of use it for more like effects on things more than anything else. And I pulled out of a couple other little things. The mess on my desk is because I am working on a new journal. I'm working on a journal for a friend. And yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to do some green. Now, I activated these already, so they're very, very wet, but I think I need a little bit. I'm just going to blend on my glass here because why not? Why not? So I'm thinking just some simple leaf shapes. This is a very nice, rich color. I don't know exactly where we're going with this, but I'm okay with it. We're just going to make some designs and have a little play. That's all we're doing. Just start the day, have a little fun, try something we haven't done before, and just go from there. Don't want them to be all samey. And I don't know what else we're going to do yet. I feel like we need a few more little leaves, little leafies. Maybe, well, we'll do one more here in this color. And I feel like we're going to need some other stuff. Let's add some other color. What else do we want to do? Let's do, how about, I don't know. We got this pretty green, maybe a little purple. Let's do a little purple. I don't know why, but I'm feeling this pretty purple. Let's do, do I want purple? Well, we're doing purple now. Let's just make fun little leaves. I know this is probably not even the greatest brush. Anybody that does watercolor are probably like, Nancy, what are you doing? But, you know, it is what it is. What if we blend the two? Let's make something fun, different. Ooh, that's pretty. Whimsical. I guess we're going whimsical. Whimsical, flowery, leafiness. I don't hate it. Like I said, guys, I'm not a watercolor painter. It's not what I normally do. It's just one of the other things in my toolbox that I know a little bit about, that I have a little bit of fun with. And I actually really like this. This is looking pretty. Some fun. Feel like there's a lot of white in here though. Might have to do something about that. I don't know. Okay, I think that's kind of where I want it to be. I'm gonna do a little bit more down here first. And a touch more. I just want to fill in this bottom line some more. Give it a decent frame along the bottom. Doesn't want to cover over here very good. Doop, doop, doop. Sometimes when you make sound effects, it helps. I don't know if you guys realize that or not. Little sound effects every once in a while. They help you with your work. Hee hee. Just a little touch more. Because I kind of like those darker with mixed with the light, maybe some finer lines. And then maybe we'll come in with a pen, marker, I don't know. I'm going to add a little bit more purple to these. I feel like they need some flowers or something. Okay, I'm loving this actually. It's a good choice. Yeah, let's make them a little bit more kind of messy outline, kind of a situation. It's not something I do a lot, watercolor. So here we go. Fun little leaves. And there we go. Now, what else do we want to add? Like this that's kind of pretty as it is. So let's see what else. I think I know why I pulled the purple. I had seen some die cuts sitting over here. So that's gonna dry pretty quickly. So I think that's all we're gonna do with the watercolor. I have this, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use or not. So this is a sticker little frame like this, but I don't know. It's a little big. We could cut it down. We could just use our, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just cut it. Let's cut it down. We're going to have just the words. And it's going to say, art is an adventure that never ends, which I thought was really cute. So digging through some of my stuff that's been kind of lingering around that I've had for a really, really long time. I'm like, I got to use up some of this stuff. So let's find some creative uses for it. And then I saw this sticker in there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this right along here. Maybe could have done some other stuff first. Hold that thought. Let me see. What else do we have? No, I do like that. Let's frame it out a little bit. I think that'll be sticky enough to stay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of, first, before we keep going, I have this purple flower. Will you fit in here someplace? It's kind of, I wonder if I have a different color that'll look better. Let me look quick in my little die cut bin that I have over here and see. if we have something of a butterfly. I don't want a butterfly. I'm always doing butterflies. I have a lot of butterflies. One of those things you just gather and collect sometimes. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, so how are we going to do? We want to use this maybe here, maybe here. Maybe I should have waited to put the, oh, hang on. I'll do it off center a little bit. Okay, I don't hate that. How about up here? Auditioning spaces. Okay, maybe there. Maybe right there. Let's see. Let's have a look-see. You know what? Let's get it done. And we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Do we want to add any other little textures on here? No. No. Let's just go with it. Let's go with it and put it right about here, maybe. Then I almost feel like I need something else in here. Decisions. You know what? Let's just get it done. Get it on, get it going. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do. Just make a decision. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be fun. Now, I accidentally left this open for a little bit yesterday. So hopefully I didn't clog my nozzle on my glue. There we go. All right, is that the way that I want it to be? Do I want the leaf in this way? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So we're going to get this friend glued in. Of course, I didn't get glue on the part that I needed to. Ah, come back. You are a little fiddly, friend. Right about there. A little whimsical purple flower. Okay, give that a second. Let's give you a trim here quick. There. I'm going to leave that stick out, I think. I know it'll stick out from the side of the book some, but I don't mind it. As you can see, we have some other stuff already sticking out. Now, let's do a little of that dark green on our flower, since it'll be, so then it's kind of the reverse of our leaves. Is that going to be too dark? I don't know. I'm just hitting this with a few little highlights here and there. And then maybe we'll come in with a pen or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, friends. Maybe a titch of black to outline a little. So there we go. Now, all right, that is not wanting to stay down. So we'll make you stay down. Seeing you don't want to hang out with the rest of the crowd here. Okay. Stick, friend, stick. You can do it. And we have this little leaf. If I can get it picked up here. Burp. Let's just trim this tiny leaf. And stick it over here on this side. I should have looked at where I wanted to stick this little tiny leaf. Maybe here. And now I need a little tiny something else up there too. That's okay. So let's do a little tiny bit of green on that little friend. Okay, this is actually kind of cute. I like it. All right, now what? We need to, why don't you go in there for a minute, friend? It does need a little something else. I feel like I need to pull that in a little bit. Let's see. Do we have a little tiny bit? Let's do a little bit of this. I almost feel like I need my tweezers here. And maybe one of the thinner pieces from here. So I'm just using some of the edges of the sticker just to add a little bit more to here. Oh, I like that. And then I have like a little thin one, a really thin one. No, it's not behaving. Oh, that's not, okay. Try again. Let's use some on this side then. We'll use this side. Oh, I see what it's doing because it's got backing. Okay, now we're getting it. Now we're figuring it out. I realize you probably can't see what I was doing. I was back a little ways here. Now I need a little bit of something else there too. So yeah, I'm just adding these little block elements. I probably should have had this lined up with the bottom too. You know what? I kind of like that. I feel like I need one more. Maybe. Do I? Yeep. Do you look fun in here? You are kind of fun, but not exactly what I was looking for. I need a little something. It needs a little something. Let's now, how about our, I kind of like that just with the background. I don't know that I want to do anything to that. Hold that thought. I do know what I want to add to that. I got some stickles here. Green or clear. Let's add a little bit of a clear. Then I feel like it needs a little bit. Just on the tips of the petals. Oop. It's a bit much there. Okay. And okay, I'm gonna call it good, guys. That's very out of the box from some of my stuff, but that's okay. I feel like these squares need something, but I don't know what. They're a little too stark or something. Thinking. What if we soften them a little bit with a little scrap or two? Oh, that's perfect. Yes, let's do it. Okay. Just soften them up a little bit. I have these little pieces of torn scraps that from the little bird pages that we did. And I'm getting stickles everywhere. I love this glitter gel glue, but man, it is finicky sometimes. Okay, now we need a couple pieces over here. Maybe like this. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Right like that. Right like that. Sometimes you just got to find the perfect thing. Okay. And I know it'll curl when it dries, it'll relax again. All right, let's trim these little friends. See, I told you, sound effects. There we go. Okay, that's nice. I actually really like that. That's much better with those little torn bits there. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's good. We're gonna call it. I'm gonna put my stopper in my glue. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Just playing around, making some art, having a little time to ourselves this morning before we rock and roll throughout the day. And I hope you guys play around, have a little fun today too. Do something for yourself, make something pretty, or just have fun and experiment. And don't forget, art with your heart. Have a great day.